The alarm rings at 4:30 a.m. Outside, the city is silent and completely dark, but Ethan is wide awake. For years, his reality has been defined by gridlock commutes, consecutive meetings, and the relentless pressure of professional deadlines. Every morning feels like a replica of the last, with the evening disappearing into a state of total physical exhaustion. As the loop of waking, working, and crashing repeats, his focus continues to narrow until the outside world completely disappears. Breaking this loop required an extreme intervention. For Ethan, leaving the city was a necessary tactic for psychological survival. The momentum finally shifts as the aircraft accelerates, tearing through a dense, heavy layer of gray cloud cover. Below the clouds lies the weight of his daily responsibilities. Outside the window, a range of glowing mountains stretches toward the horizon. An unfamiliar sensation takes over. He feels a sudden, unburdened lightness that has been absent from his life for years. Putting thousands of miles between his body and his office allows his mind to release its grip. Physical distance creates the space needed for a mental reset. Landing introduces an immediate sensory shock. The air carries unfamiliar aromas, the local language has a musical cadence, and the streets are filled with vibrant colors. He has entered a different operational reality. His brain is suddenly forced to process entirely new and unpredictable data. Wandering through ancient cobblestone paths, he observes street musicians and children playing in stone squares, unaffected by the pace of modern industry. He stops frequently. The environment contains too much rich, raw detail for his mind to absorb while he is in motion. Looking at the horizon provides a physical sense of scale. Compared to the expanse of the ocean, the weight of a missed deadline becomes visibly smaller. From the top of a hill, he ignores his phone. The emails and social notifications vanish, leaving him to simply exist in the immediate landscape. Flooding the mind with vast, awe-inspiring stimuli disrupts the noise of internal anxiety. It pulls awareness directly into the present second. On the afternoon boat ride, the sunlit ocean shimmers perfectly as a dolphin suddenly breaches right beside the hull. That unscripted moment highlights the sheer magnitude of life that exists outside the narrow boundaries of a corporate schedule. Later, the path leads to a quiet village where an elderly man rests calmly beneath the shade of a large tree. The man offers a cup of tea with a simple smile. They share no common vocabulary, yet they connect through a shared moment of kindness. By evening, he stands on a cliff edge. The sky erupts into bands of orange and gold, reflecting perfectly across the mirror-like water below. While others instinctively raise their screens to record the sky, Ethan keeps his hands empty and his eyes on the horizon. Witnessing the sunset without a digital intermediary marks his shift from a passive consumer to an active participant in his own life. Night falls, bringing a quiet clarity. Distant music echoes softly through the air as lights begin to twinkle in the valley beneath the stars. Ethan boarded his flight looking for an exit. By nightfall, he remains the same man, yet he finally remembers how to exist in the present moment. He realizes that the world is far bigger than routine. It is far bigger than stress, and far bigger than fear. The quiet moments between the sights allowed his thoughts to settle. The destination provided the backdrop, but the silence did the work. Walking back toward his hotel under the night sky, a genuine, unforced smile settles across his face. The physical locations remained unchanged throughout the day. Instead, the sights and sounds of the journey actively recalibrated his mind. Travel functions as a recalibration. It provides a window of clarity before the inevitable return to the familiar patterns of home. This sensory reset provides the perspective required to return to a daily schedule with a renewed sense of clarity. The most significant distance Ethan traveled today was the space required to look past his routine and recognize himself again.